Good evening, all you people out there in podcast land. It is SEC After Dark. We are back for another edition. Steve, looks like you painted your wall back there. Jeb's got that glow, and Jake is fresh off the Bobcats training camp. So we are SEC After Dark. Welcome.
Sounds like you've been coaching.
Yeah, it sounds like you've been
coaching a little bit. Yeah, we had a rough week, if you can't tell.
It sounds like Corey had a rough week.
Yeah, got no voice. The offense is well, let's just say my voice is gone. That should explain everything. But I'm here. I'm here. It's ready to go. Steve, you keep adding knickknacks over there.
Yeah, I have fun. I've got my light, and I've got my my sub basement one of the palatial Central Florida studios.
There you go.
Brick wall.
You painted the brick red a little bit, didn't you?
I think it looks pretty good.
Like the beginnings of a built-in behind you. Kind of jealous.
Yeah, Naval Shop My Navy Exchange or whatever.com.
There you go. Yeah. Jeb is very American.
I think it was the Olympic team.
USA.
Okay.
USA.
Yeah.
No, USA. So, anyway, what's up, guys? How are we doing?
Pretty good. I think it's absolutely hilarious. I've got a little bit of news that we're going to talk about Tennessee and Josh Heupel and an idea that he has. The fact that college football stadiums are becoming that house in the neighborhood that really does up Christmas right.
Ooh, I got a house that really does up Halloween.
Yeah.
Right up the street from me. Yeah.
We're gonna get into Vandy in Hawaii because Vandy is by themselves and actually deserves our respect at the moment. They're a road favorite over Hawaii, which means Hawaii has to be god awful. And we'll talk SEC surprises. So we have a good show tonight.
All right.
We do have a great show. Thanks for that rundown. But first, Bet Online is the fastest and easiest way to bet all your favorite sports, from MLS to NHL to NBA to MLB to preseason NFL, regular season NFL, golf, combat sports, esports, and that other one, that other sport out there, the MLS league. You can bet all your odds there. Get props, lives, futures, things like that. All you got to do, head to the website or get on your mobile device, join, use that promo code Bleav50 for your 50% welcome bonus. Again, that's Bleav50, BLEAV 50 for that welcome bonus on your first deposit. Bet Online, it's where the game starts. That's pretty good, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was real good. Before we get started, I do want to talk about real quick.
Zero script on that.
Yeah. Texas and Florida and a whole bunch of stuff signed an NIL deal with Wrangler.
I know.
And there's so much perfection with this NIL deal. This is what NIL was meant for. Just jorts for everybody.
Wrangler, real comfortable jeans.
They saw fit.
Yeah, Quinn Ewers walking around in a Canadian tuxedo. Let's just make it happen.
Yeah, they just leaned right into it.
They could sign a separate deal with Stetson. It would be perfect.
Yeah.
No, if Stetson Bennett signs a deal with Stetson,
that would be amazing.
Or as they call him now, Stetquavius, because he got a tight fade.
Oh.
That's his new nickname, Stetquavius. So Alabama, you're screwed.
Who is that?
Stetquavius is in the house.
Georgia beats Alabama one time, and all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Well, no, Georgia beats Alabama one time, and then the quarterback that did it goes and gets the tightest fade of all time. And
Stetson.
I hope
turns into Stetquavius.
Yeah, I hope he has signed all the NIL deals because he could set himself up for the rest of his life off of that Alabama game. If he hasn't done it, it is all on his fault right now.
Yep.
That's right. Round 2 starts this year. Round 2 starts against Oregon in next week.
Wouldn't it be round 3 since we played an SEC championship game too?
Actually, it'd be round 3 because y'all played in the national championship twice.
So it'll be round 4 starting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, it's like round 8. I don't know.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. Come on. East and West teams. Y'all got to dethrone one of us. Good Lord. You're going to have this every single year.
Right? Come on,
I mean,
come on, Tennessee. Get your mind right.
Oh, we're this close to being back. Don't you
Yeah.
worry.
Get more than 2 wide receivers.
Okay, the people over here on this side,
Too soon, Jake. Too soon. I'm sorry.
we're coming.
Yeah.
We're coming.
You coming. Yeah.
That's what
You coming.
she said.
Oh,
hey.
we're not off the rails. You can't do that.
It's a new record. You set that up on a tee.
Yeah. It's
Now
like
Jeb's
9:36.
Now Jeb's websites are going to come popping in. So
Oh,
it's all good.
God.
Jeb, don't Google that.
It's too late.
Well, if you want to join in, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Come on over, jump in the chat. It is open. Somebody's already talking some smack over here on Jake.
Yeah.
Talking about his hat, kicking his ass.
Yeah. Because my 4 foot, forehead here, I just can't cover this part up.
If you went to Tennessee, you could have had a 5-head.
Well, I don't think
Or a
anybody
horse
could.
head.
Yeah, I don't think anybody could dethrone Peyton Manning on that.
Horse Manning.
I don't know. Have y'all seen what's his
Very
name?
equine.
Mike Glennon. His neck is like way up here now.
Yeah. I saw that. It's like, Becky was
Davis
like,
Mills. It's Davis Mills has the giraffe neck.
yeah.
Yeah.
Which the original was Merton Hanks.
Right.
Merton still is the greatest neck of all time.
Yeah, he was a giraffe playing football.
You know the song LSU sings, "Talking Out the Side of Your Neck." He literally did that because his neck was so long.
Yep.
Talking out the side of his neck. So
Hey, we got a Facebook user.
and like, yeah.
Just some random one.
Yeah.
So when Becky made that comment, like the top of my comment screen, I can't see like what the top comment who says it, so it's always a surprise. I have to wait till somebody else comments to see who it was. So I had no idea who was talking smack. It's Becky. I love every minute of it.
That's right.
Yeah,
So-
mine does that too.
We got a Facebook user. If you don't mind on Facebook, it's just coming up Facebook user. If you could type your name in just one time just to let us know who it is. But for
We need
some
to give you
reason on
some-
Facebook.
You're saying hotty toddy, so Steve wants to give you some credit.
Yeah, seriously.
Corey, you need some water.
Yeah.
I need something. Need some
So let's move on. This is a good week. This
hot
is a
tea.
good week. Vanderbilt
Yeah.
deserves some love, right?
Yeah, might as well. Be the only time they get it.
They're the SEC game this week. They're the only show in town. Joey Freeman, thank you very much, bud.
Good to have you.
no way.
Yeah, Vandy deserves it. They're a road favorite. They're going out to Hawaii. They're going to have the whole country to themselves. They're going to kick off at 10:30 at night, 9:30 Central. It's going to be all about anchoring down, all about Vandy. They're
Anchor
going,
down.
They're going to be doing that, and they're going to be all excited. And then what's going to happen, guys?
Then they're going to play the rest of their schedule.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Do we think they're going to win this game?
Yes.
I think they do.
Yes, they will.
You think
Mike
they'll
Wright
cover?
will win this. Yeah, Mike Wright will win this by himself. Dude is like he might throw 3 picks, but in the middle of those picks, he's gonna run one for 85 yards. He's gonna throw a dime for a touchdown, and the defense is gonna score one. I think Vandy's gonna roll. Actually,
Okay.
Hawaii's bad. Hawaii's real bad.
But Hawaii is actually talking noise, saying Vandy doesn't know what's going to happen when they get down here. And maybe that just means they've never been to a luau before. I do not know.
They also said their 9,000 seat stadium is going to feel like 93,000. So there's that.
Well, to Vandy, that might actually happen. Let's be real there, too. 9,000, they're going to be like, wow, this is like twice the attendance of Dudley Field.
Well, are we playing the NFL now?
That's why they're going to roll. They're going to feel right at home.
Yeah.
They're going to feel right at home. That's why.
Becky don't believe in Vandy though.
She could believe in him for one week because it's going to happen.
Yeah, Becky, you got to have that soft spot for Vandy. Remember what they did for me. So we got to prop them up at least 1 week in football.
I don't think you have to. They're gonna.
Yeah. Always Vandy will always have a soft spot for me because whenever you've been in the neuro ICU for a month,
that's true.
You're like, thank you very much, and let's anchor down.
Yeah. Now in 3 weeks, when Wake Forest comes to town, that's not going to be pretty, even without Sam Hartman.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking forward to seeing exactly how this is going to go.
Mike Wright is going to have himself a ball game. This is what's going to happen. But to look at the Rainbow Warriors, right? Timothy Kilawakikaya Awa Chang, you just call him Timmy. He is the brand new head coach at Hawaii after Todd Graham resigned, after Nick Rolovich removed the benches, and he went on to Washington State. Timmy Chang comes in. He's one of the most productive quarterbacks in Hawaii football history. Had 17,000 yards as a quarterback, and collected.
And Rolovich is the coach that gave up millions of dollars coaching football because he wouldn't take a shot, right?
He wouldn't take the Fauci ouchie. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So, Aloha Stadium is condemned, by the way. Yeah. Did you guys know that?
Yeah, I think they're building a new one.
They are.
And whenever that gets built, the Pro Bowl will be back out there. Although they should just do the Pro Bowl in Orlando the way they do it. It's the same thing as Hawaii. It's the stadium at Camping World's okay, and you've got Wild World of Disney for all of the extra stuff. I mean, it could work.
Yeah. Ryan Bold is 9,000. This can be funny, but. I don't like. They have a transfer quarterback from Washington State, Kamon Cooper, 6'4". Jordan Murray at the tight end, got a transfer from Missouri State. So, obviously, with Timmy Chang's background, they're going to sling the ball all over the yard. Can Vandy's secondary keep up?
I think so, but like Timmy Chang, whenever he played here, if you want a refresher, he was there with June Jones at Washington. So this is probably going to be a modern version of the running shoot, probably real similar to Nick Rolovich. And they're going to attempt to throw the ball, but I think Vandy's going to be too much on the line. And good grief, saying that. I mean
that's where people don't understand like this conference, even Vandy, when they go up against non-conference people, is that up front there's so many mismatches. The skill guys are skill guys; they're going to match up evenly, but the guys up front and Vandy's front seven on defense is going to be the difference in this ball game, I think. Yeah, they're so fast.
Yeah,
like they're so much faster than anything Hawaii's probably ever seen.
Yeah, we don't have picks this week, but if I had a pick, I would take Vanderbilt as well, just because of the SEC versus non-conference thing. I think the ETSU thing is kind of overblown because Clark Lee came into a Derek Mason situation that was a train wreck. Half the team transferred away. Clark Lee had to figure everything out, and all of this is going on. And they got better during the season. They should have beat South Carolina if they didn't piss down their leg because they were winning in the fourth quarter.
I wonder if Clark Lee found real human emotions along the way too.
Yeah, he is like the football coach version of a real girl.
Off the rails already. I am Clark Lee. Oh, I am supposed to be happy. Yay.
Would you like to play a game?
Oh, look at that.
Wait.
Oh, put it up. Oh,
Is that me?
Yeah, I think so. But if that happens again, Corey, Buzz is going up.
Oh, Buzz. My favorite.
We were trying to get it up real quick, and then you came back in.
I did. I sensed it. Sixth sense. So, Yeah, I just don't think Hawaii's going to be able to hang with them. Honestly, I mean, they'll throw for a few yards. They'll have some cosmetic points a little bit, so it won't be a total blowout. But
yeah, I was gonna say I bet they'll have 2 or 3 decent drives, but
they'll start.
Okay.
They'll start off. What happened? I just my AOL disc just went out. Probably.
Yeah.
What happened?
Oh, by the way, just because I just now got it, Becky, I like the Dewey Cox reference. That was pretty good. I did not get that at first.
I want them to win. I just know they're going to fail.
Yeah.
I do believe in you, Vanderbilt. I just know you're gonna fail.
Wall card.
By the way,
it's
Becky's fantasy football team is Dream Killer, and
Yeah.
I am Dreamer.
Yeah. So
And it works, yes.
yeah,
It's
she had a
perfect
really
married
good
couple
job.
teams.
Mhm.
Right. Have
So,
you had your draft yet?
Yes,
Who'd you get first overall? Who'd you get first pick?
I took Josh Allen.
Not bad. Who did Becky take?
She had the second pick, did she?
Yeah,
and
she
she
had
got
second
Jonathan
pick.
Taylor.
Yeah,
Because the person in our league with the first pick took Derrick Henry. So
Whoa!
Of course.
Hold up! Wait, back that up. JTT did not go.
no, Becky got him number 2.
Jonathan
Yeah. I know.
Taylor, tailback, did not go. You
Just
got to
wasn't
be
fair.
kidding me! Wow,
Wasn't fair.
damn Becky! Like
Of all years, I had to pick at the very bottom of our draft.
some people just get all the luck, man. I guess.
Yeah.
Jeez, Becky, congrats on the championship.
Yeah.
but if we had we're not doing a pick 'em this week because Vandy is the only real team we care about that's playing. But I
Yeah.
would probably take Vandy. My pick for this week would be Vandy.
Let's shits and giggles. Y'all want to do FCS picks? Aren't they playing this week?
No.
Or not?
I don't think I know enough about
Yeah.
enough.
I
FCS
would
teams.
I would take Jacksonville State over Stephen F. Austin. I know that game is this weekend.
Yeah.
Although, did you hear about we're going to go FCS after dark, everybody. Get ready. But Rich Rodriguez had a press conference where he talked about Stephen F. Austin sending coaches to their spring game, and they ran them off with cameras while they were practicing during fall camp. Just completely like paranoid conspiracy theory stuff. It's wild.
Wow.
Yeah, apparently down in Jacksonville, Alabama. I'm assuming that's where that is.
It is.
Yeah, they're
I've actually been to that
printing
campus.
Weirdness. Yeah, really.
Yeah, one of my friend's dad played baseball there. I went to a baseball camp when I was a kid at Jacksonville State.
Okay. Are they in
I
Georgia as
do.
well? Even though they're in Alabama?
Yeah, they might as well be. They're like right across the border.
Well,
It's off I-20 somewhere, I think.
real quick, one of the games that is playing this week, I think, is Nebraska and Northwestern. They're in Dublin, Ireland.
Oh,
So that's where
Dublin.
they're playing.
They're playing that in Ireland.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Fun
Yeah,
fact:
nobody wants to come to it in America.
Nebraska going to Ireland is actually closer than Vandy going to Hawaii.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Love it. 2 bowl games.
Yeah.
Nebraska's playing their bowl game, and Vandy's playing theirs. Good for
And
them.
I think Nebraska is like a double-digit favorite right now. Last I saw, I mean,
Northwestern god awful this year.
yeah,
Like usually you could be like, yeah, Northwestern is scrappy, and if it's a double-digit point spread, like Northwestern's one of those teams, especially if they're playing at home, that you just take to cover.
yeah.
But I think they're just really bad this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They talk about Nebraska. Nebraska went like 3-9 last year, but they're like they're the
Right.
best 3-9 team in the history of college football. No, they're a 3-9 team.
I saw that.
They were there because they can't execute a punt. They had problems. You know, their special teams was the worst I've ever seen in college football. And you're going to have to show me Nebraska if I'm going to buy what you're selling.
They got
And-
Casey Thompson this year.
Yeah, which, by the way, that dude has to hate his dad. Going to Texas first and then transferring to Nebraska whenever his dad was Charles Thompson, a quarterback at Oklahoma.
He's going to go to Oklahoma State next.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that dude absolutely hates his
He's going
dad.
to go be a GA at Oklahoma State.
mm-hmm.
Going to go for all the Big 12
yeah.
rivals. Oh,
That's
jeez.
a good question.
Wonder why? Because they can't get past the Tom Osborne era. They just can't. Nobody's been good enough. Frank Zolich was good enough, and they ran him out. They haven't been able.
That, and there aren't players in Nebraska.
I mean,
And when they left Texas, they lost Texas. So they've been trying to figure out who to recruit to replace
when they went to
that.
when they went to the Big Ten, that was a terrible move for recruiting.
Yeah.
I mean, Bo Pelini, I mean, he was winning 8-9 games there, and they still fired him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Because he hurt feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feelings.
Yeah.
Oh,
Feelings. My feelings.
All up in my feelings.
Everybody getting bitter biscuits.
Then they tried Mike Riley, which was
I like butter
a
biscuits.
disaster.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not as much as the one that replaced Frank Solich, and that was the offensive line coach that's done well in the NFL.
Bill Callahan.
Yeah, Bill Callahan.
Mm-hmm.
And he comes
Great
in and
line
tries to bring in a West Coast system, completely passing, when Nebraska for 40 years had been I formation, ground and pound, 7 passes a game. We're going to come in and we're going to throw it around. And you wonder why it didn't work. I mean,
That was like when Georgia Southern hired the dude that's at Sanford, Chris Hatcher.
Mm.
When they try to go from flex bone, Paul Johnson triple option to straight air raid, straight Mike Leach air raid, and it did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
Andy for 2 minutes. This one we can't trust him.
Which is about a minute and a half longer than we.
Chips here. I mean,
Yeah.
Mike Wright is going to have one of these type games. He steps backwards, but fortunately have one of those like 400-yard passing games with like 4 touchdowns and an interception, and their backs to run for 200 yards. Like, they don't need that.
I mean, we have said it time and time again on him the last couple of weeks, but I mean, the biggest storyline is how terrible is Hawaii that Vandy's got to travel like 16 hours to get to you, and you're still an underdog.
It makes you wonder if Hawaii would be an underdog to Guam at this point.
I know.
That might be the one program that they'd be favorites on.
Yeah.
I like 3.5.
Yeah.
And Guam's tipping over. I mean, good grief.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They go play Guam at a neutral site in Santiago, Chile.
Oh.
Talk about a road trip there. Let's
Anyway,
make it happen.
let's change subject real quick before we get off the rails. Surprise teams in the SEC.
Wait. We were on the rails.
Yeah, we were on the believe it or not, we are on the rails currently. Even though there's been a real girl reference that's been made in this show.
Thanks, Steve.
There's our clean rating.
Yeah.
That one's fine. I think Corey dropped an F-bomb earlier that took us off the rails early.
I didn't drop an F-bomb. I dropped it. That's what she said.
Oh.
Yeah.
I haven't dropped an F-bomb yet. It's coming, but I haven't dropped one yet.
But
his voice is coming back, though, I can tell.
Yeah. Let's talk about surprise teams in the SEC this year. But since this is week 0, we're getting ready for next week's show, and we're going to preview the first week's games. Let's talk surprise teams.
Well, they're all going to come from the West, right? Because I don't think Florida's really a surprise team, but they're going to do better than people think they will. South Carolina might be a surprise team. I don't consider Tennessee a surprise team because they were good last year. I don't consider Kentucky a surprise team because they were good last year. I think Arkansas will be. I think Ole Miss will be because they're going to be even better than they were last year. And a lot of people are saying, oh, well, you lose Matt Corral, you lose this, you lose that, and you're not going to do anything. You're going to win 4 games in the conference. And, I mean, I've got them second place right now. And that's just because Bama is such a machine.
Yeah.
If Bama was a little bit more human, I would say Ole Miss might win the division. But
we do have to go to Ole Miss, though.
Yeah. I think, honestly, this is the last year of Bama dominance in the West. I think next year it's going to be more
Next
parity.
Next year's going to be fun. Well, maybe not for Jake, but next year's going to be really, really fun because like there's going to be parity in the East. There's going to be parity in the West. I mean, the league is getting better tenfold, top to bottom.
Yeah, it's going to be good.
There truly is not going to be a week off.
Do you want to hear what type of a sicko I am about this quarterback competition in college football? Because I am absolutely a sicko. I'm absurd. I went back and counted the official photos post from the Ole Miss Football Twitter account. Before August 13th, every time there was a Jackson Dart, Jeb's AOL went out.
Bye, Jeff.
Yeah.
Quick,
every time there was a Jackson Dart, there was a Luke Altmaier. Every picture. After the first scrimmage, all you saw was Jackson Dart. There has not been another Luke Altmaier after that. I think that he's going to be the dude. I think he's going to win the job. I actually did a show today on the Locked On Ole Miss podcast about how the ultimate winner is probably going to be Jackson Dart, and this is a good thing for Ole Miss. But the reason I bring this up is Alabama is that goal that everybody is chasing, and Ole Miss has increased the talent profile greatly, and he's going to do it again in the offseason next year. But you have a chance to have Michael Trigg, Jackson Dart, all of these players within a year in the system, and 2023 has a chance to be pretty special at Ole Miss, but you need to maximize what's happening this year. If that makes sense.
I mean, Zach Evans has one good year. He's probably, if he has the year that I think he will, he's going to declare.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think if Ole Miss has a really, really good year this year, some of those guys might declare, the ones that are eligible.
Yeah, he back.
Yeah, no idea what happened. Had to shut everything down and start over.
Yeah. Wow,
So,
that was pretty quick. Then, if you had to shut everything down and start over.
Oh, solid state drive. It resets fast.
Yeah.
Love that.
It'll be interesting to see. I think Becky has a question. So weird to hear Kentucky won't be a surprise because they were good last year, and that's true.
Yeah,
Kentucky
they have a legit option at quarterback. I mean, it'd be more surprise if they weren't good.
If the only way Kentucky is a surprise team is if they have a 1 next to their name in the East.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because if they're finished second in that division, that's almost expected. Tennessee, probably if they have a 2 next to their name.
If Tennessee, well, I don't think it'd be a surprise if Tennessee won the division. They're
it'd be a surprise.
Ready to.
But...
I think because they play Georgia on the road and they have a tough stretch there with Georgia, Alabama, and Florida. But I mean, still, I mean, a lot of people are picking them, so I don't think it's too much of a surprise.
They're a good team. I think if they finish second, that would be a surprise for Tennessee because Kentucky is kind of penciled in. Florida, if they finish second or third, that's probably a good year for Billy Napier because they're probably looking at 7-5 this year and a Birmingham Bowl bid.
Mm-hmm.
And and after that you got Missouri and Vandy, which if they win 5 games, either one of them win 5 games.
Dude, here's a surprise. Vandy's going to roll into Vandy's going to roll into Tuscaloosa 3-1.
I was looking
for
earlier.
Roll out 3-2.
They just have to beat Northern
They're
Illinois.
Roll out with a big fat L, but they're going to beat the hell out of Hawaii. They're going to beat the hell out of Elon. They're going to get the absolute what kicked out of them by Wake Forest, and then they're going to go on the road to DeKalb, Illinois, and whoop up on the Northern Illinois Huskies.
I'm tempted to flip that. Them beating Wake Forest and then losing to Northern Illinois.
I think
because that feels like the most Vandy thing.
I think they'll hang tough enough with Wake Forest to make them feel like they have a better shot in the Alabama game than they do, and then they will get destroyed. We'll all be like, "Oh, there they are," and that'll be the end of their season.
Well, I mean, I don't think the true test is going to be until after they play Alabama and Ole Miss. because then they have. Well, shoot! Look at this! Look at this gauntlet of games. Vandy starts 3-1. Then they go Alabama, Ole Miss, Georgia.
Oh my!
Two of those on the road.
Wait! We get Vandy in between Alabama and Georgia.
Oh wow!
They might forfeit some of those games.
And both of those are road games, Steve. They're at Alabama, at Georgia, and then they're at Missouri, so that'll be a reprieve.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
They
if
play.
This is the old style.
They play at Kentucky too. God Almighty, they have a brutal road schedule. Hawaii's like a million miles away. They had to go to DeKalb, Illinois, which great job with their athletic department in scheduling that one.
Mm-hmm.
No SEC team should play in DeKalb, Illinois. If you're from DeKalb, Illinois, and you're a Northern Illinois fan listening to this show, I'm sorry. I'm not sorry.
Yeah, there's no need to be sorry.
It just is what it is.
Northern Illinois has a win against Alabama, so
They do.
yeah, they beat us at Tuscaloosa because I was at that game. It was like in 2006 or 7, I Bleav, when we had Mike Shula.
Oh, that was like the height of the Mike Shula era when they were like when they had lost 5 in a row to Auburn.
6.
You know,
I know you were
weird
flying
fact,
high,
and I will say this
Auburn
again.
Yeah,
Vandy is 8-3-1 against Texas all time.
that is insane.
Just don't play
Maybe
them since 1930, and it works.
I mean, and Vandy hasn't, or not Vandy, but Texas hadn't beat Kansas in what, like 1,500 days or something like that?
It's a little over 1,000. It's like, good grief, Texas. Of course, if you think about it, that's like 3 years.
Just
that's still bad. I mean,
it's still really bad. Like do you know what kind of program Kansas has?
right.
Hey, I tell everybody, if they want to see some 1990s style old man football, watch Kansas and Kansas State this year.
That'd be a good game.
That would be fun.
So for surprise teams, I don't know if y'all talked about it when my internet cut out. Are we thinking this is the year Mike Leach's system finally kicks in? Just starts wrecking teams through the air?
Yeah, traditionally it does, but the problem is
I don't know if it'll translate to wins.
Yeah, it's stupid.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't know if it translates into wins, but God Almighty, they're going to put up some numbers though.
They could be 4-8 and have a better team they had last year.
Yeah.
They could be.
I mean,
they could be like first in scoring in the SEC and be 4-8.
I mean, I think they have Memphis again this year, so maybe they can get some revenge on them after last year's debacle.
I guess the surprise is Stet Quavius is going to lead the Dogs over Bama in the title game.
They have Kentucky and Georgia from the East. Oh, that's rough.
Yeah, it's pretty nasty.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. They could go through that stretch there of getting beat a lot.
I mean, we talked about it last week, but does Mississippi State go to Auburn this year, or does
no?
Auburn
Auburn's in Starkville.
Okay, so
that's an L for Auburn.
Yeah,
we're just Starkville.
I was going to say that would.
This is Mississippi State's schedule this year.
Last time we were in Starkville, it wasn't pretty.
Memphis at home.
Still won, but it wasn't.
They open on next Saturday. Memphis at home. Then they go to Arizona.
That's
fun.
2-0. 2-0.
At LSU on the 17th.
2-1.
Bowling Green at home.
3-1.
2-2.
Yeah.
Texas A&M at home.
I'm trying to help Steve's credibility here because he's got to hate Mississippi State, you know.
No, I don't have to him on this one. This one takes care of itself. Arkansas at home.
3-3.
L.
At Kentucky.
3-4.
At Alabama.
3-5.
L.
Auburn.
At home.
Dub.
That's 4-5.
Georgia at home.
4-6.
L.
East Tennessee State.
Homecoming.
5-6.
At Ole Miss.
5-7.
L.
7. Yeah.
5-7.
Yeah.
It's just a brutal schedule. Just an absolutely
Yet
brutal.
they would run
Actually-
away with the ACC.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
They'd be
absolutely.
10-2 in the ACC easily.
Right.
You're right.
No,
they
they're-
could easily be
They're
4-8
freaking
at
undefeated.
this.
They're
Yeah.
running away with it, laughing at everybody.
Hmm?
That's the crazy part about it.
Wow.
Yeah.
They probably win the Big 12.
Oh, they would probably.
No.
Absolutely.
Baylor's in the Big 12. But
Oh,
I
yeah,
saw
forgot about
Baylor. Dave Aranda. That's a different team. That reminds me of a young Nick Saban. Yeah, they were a passing quarterback away from potentially being in the playoff last year.
Good.
I bet he's hoping one day he makes that Nick Saban money.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dave
just
Aranda.
renegotiated. Maybe he'll
Yeah,
give Jake. Maybe Jake can get us a sponsorship from the Nick Saban Mercedes-Benz dealership.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dave
Come on,
Aranda
Jake.
makes Clark Lee look animated.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's. You wonder. You're like, it's like, how do these guys play for him?
Could Mississippi State go to the division opposite of Ohio State in the Big Ten and win it? I don't remember who's in that other division.
This year probably because
Yeah.
the favorite there is the
Probably
favorite
Wisconsin.
there is Wisconsin. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a Wisconsin or Iowa situation in that division.
Yeah.
And then you got the best 3-9 team ever and rowing the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nebraska.
Row your boat.
So yeah, Mississippi State may be 5-7. That's wild. Mike Leach may get fired after that.
If
They can fire
they
him.
lose in Oxford, they might.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Who they get? They're going to hire Dave Aranda.
No, Dave Aranda's
no.
not going anywhere.
No, he's going to stay at Baylor.
They're going to hire Cale Gundy. Have you
Ed
heard that
Orgeron.
story?
Oh, yeah.
Did we talk about Cale Gundy?
No, we don't have to.
Yeah, that was probably not the best thing to do.
No,
What he did.
no.
Probably not what you probably the exact opposite of what you want to do. Maybe you thought it would be a good idea to read out a bunch of N-bombs. Yeah, not a good look
Yeah,
there.
No, not a good look.
Is that bad? Not good.
So the surprise teams. What are you thinking about? What are the rank the top 5 surprise teams?
Well, I think Arkansas, because a lot of people are picking them to finish second in the East. They have a really tough schedule, but
West.
West.
The West.
well, they sure as hell could finish second in the East.
Yeah, they do. They finished
Yeah.
second in the East.
Second
Yeah.
in West. Yeah, a lot of people are picking them to finish second in the West. I think they've got to be the number one because they might arguably have one of the best quarterbacks in the conference. KJ
I think-
Jefferson
Yeah,
is filthy. But
Texas
that's all they
8-4.
have right now.
I think they're going to be a surprise because they're a 7-5 team.
Texas 7-5.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're going to be a negative surprise.
yeah.
I think
Duke's Mayo Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not beating Alabama this year.
I think South Carolina's an 8-win team.
If Spencer Rattler really comes along.
I just don't see
I
that
don't know.
happening.
Even if he doesn't, I still think they can win 8 because their defense.
They won 7 last year, but with the GA as a quarterback for the first 6 weeks of the season.
Yeah, I mean, you don't realize how hard they play for Shane Beamer. Like it's
Was their defense that good? Didn't we put up like 48 on them or something?
Well,
Yeah.
that's not saying much.
Tennessee puts up a lot on.
You put 50 on Kentucky in 13 minutes or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
So here's South Carolina's schedule: Georgia State,
Dub.
Win.
Arkansas on the road,
Loss.
L. All right, Georgia at home,
L.
Loss.
loss. Charlotte,
Dub.
dub. South Carolina State,
Yeah.
Yeah, 3-2.
Dub.
3-2.
South Kentucky, that's a
Loss.
toss-up,
3-3.
but I think it's a loss. Texas 7-5.
We'll go with Texas 7-5.
Yeah.
They're
3-4.
they're at home. Okay, Missouri,
They'll win.
They're-
4-4.
win.
Vandy,
5-4.
5-4.
South Carolina, Florida,
That's a toss-up.
Yeah, that's a toss-up.
Yeah,
that's in
that-
Gainesville, right?
Yeah.
That's Florida with a small edge, home field.
Yeah.
Tennessee and then Clemson.
I think they'll lose both those.
Yeah, I'm seeing 5 and 7 just going through it.
Yeah. Unless they beat Florida, and then it'd be 6 and 6.
And they're Birmingham bound.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Deuce Mayo again.
Yeah.
There you go.
Like I said, unless Spencer Rattler comes out and just actually plays up to all that potential he has,
Yeah.
then I can see him being a lot better. But I don't see why they think he's going.
You know, the Kentucky game is kind of a toss-up. I think if Kentucky has a tough start to the season, and if they get kind of discombobulated, things could go south pretty quickly for them. So that could go either way. I think the same for A&M. If things start to go south and they start to get in fire Jimbo land, that game's on October 22nd. So you could very well be there, 7-5. Then they win a bowl game, 8-win team.
Jimbo Seat's going to be hot. I mean, $35 million for NIL deals, and they only win 8 games.
So they got to win two. They got to win 2 of these games against Arkansas, Kentucky, A&M, and Florida to get themselves in a position to win 8 games.
They might.
And you could throw Tennessee in there too. You don't have to worry about my feelings. I get it.
Is that in
If they're-
Knoxville?
I don't agree with. No, it's in Columbia. I don't agree with you, Jeb. I think Tennessee is going to be.
I think Tennessee's
Tennessee's legit.
Tennessee handled them fine last year, but
I hate saying that. I really do.
Being disappointed.
It tastes like vinegar when I say it, but they're good. They're good. Tennessee is good. Hendon Hooker is. I wish he didn't go to Tennessee because I love watching him. I can't root for him though.
Tomorrow night, I'm interviewing Eddie Small, which is Jabari Small's dad.
really,
cool.
Well, I'll watch that. Interesting.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
there you go. There you go, Patna.
Yeah, it'll be Friday morning.
So I don't like. It just depends on like what criteria we want to rank these teams. I mean, this is like a really tough ranking because, like, what criteria do we consider surprise? Positive and negative?
Yeah.
Are we like surprised at certain teams because of certain situations, like Vandy starting the season 3-1? Like that would be a surprise.
If Vandy wins 5, they're a surprise team to me.
I mean,
They can get to
it all
5.
hinges on the Wake Forest game. If they beat Wake Forest, they could easily be 4-0 heading to Alabama.
Yeah, and then they'll get another win against Missouri, and then they'll make it interesting against somebody else. If they get to a bowl, man, Clark Lee, Coach of the Year,
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
It'd be hard to argue.
Yeah, I think Vandy, 4 wins, that's the surprise level for them.
Yes. So they got to start 3-1, and they got to beat Missouri. That's a successful season for them. And then anything else is gravy.
Yeah, don't piss down your leg when you play South Carolina if you're winning.
Yeah.
God. Yeah, that could things could go south for Beamer in a hurry if they lose that game. That Beamer magic could quickly evaporate if they lose that game.
They should have lost last year.
They should
have. But that Grizzly veteran GA took them home.
That's
You guys
great.
been watching Hard Knocks, by the way?
Saw one episode. One
Dude.
episode.
MCDC. It's my guy. You look puzzled, Jeb.
Yeah, who's MCDC?
Motor City Dan Campbell, the
Oh,
head coach.
Oh,
They call him
nice.
Motor. Yeah.
I got you.
The best is Deuce Staley and Aaron Glenn going back and forth the whole
Yes.
practice.
They're like, I love
I
him
can
to
see
death.
that.
He's my guy, but I want to F him up between the lines. Yeah, MCDC is like, yeah, I don't care if you got one ass cheek and 3 toes. I'm going to kick your ass. Like, okay. Now, his latest stunt, and I'm probably not okay. Spoiler alert: if you haven't watched Hard Knocks this week, all right, turn it off right now because I'm about to spoil something for you. And Steve, you're probably not going to watch it anyway, so I'm not spoiling.
Hey, Becky.
Damn.
Yeah, really, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Becky is keeping it real.
She is.
I've been calling Steve on his shit since 2008, so we're good. I think Becky wanted to reiterate that you have terrible team choice, Jake.
Well, I mean,
I think that's
Y'all-
what she's saying.
y'all all say that.
What is the betting projection for Vandy
Thank you,
over
Becky.
under at 2.5 games?
I take the over.
I'll take the over.
I think I do too. I think they get Hawaii. I think they get the 1 AA game, so that's 2.
They're going to hit
So they-
3 in their first 4. They're going to hit that in their first 4 games.
And then
That
not win again
number.
all season.
Yeah, they're not win all season, but they still hit that 2.5 number. If that's the
That is
line.
so good about Jeb.
You're there, so I
Becky-
guess it's good. Just kidding. When your microphone is working, you sometimes stumble into good point. Damn.
Wow.
Man.
Boy,
Becky,
she
I'm
is
going to
keeping
bed
it
now.
real.
Thank you.
I think y'all can
Night.
y'all get it now, right?
Yeah, we do.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think
think we
quit.
do.
I quit.
Anyway, okay. Let's
Come
just
on,
go
computer.
straight to off the rails because if we don't, we'll be here an hour and a half tonight.
Well,
Uh-oh.
I was just going to say real quick, Becky.
Yeah.
I'm probably the most level-headed Alabama fan you'll ever meet. So,
Most level-headed one I've met so far.
mhm.
Yeah.
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 That's
Thanks, guys.
that is true. Boom,
I mean-
roasted. No, let me finish my MCDC point because I got ADD got the best of me. So he gets in the team meeting room and he's like, he has this pair of pants, right? He's got them all folded up and he's talking about how he's wearing pants, but he's got a separate pair in his hand. So yeah, you get naked. Don't worry about it. So he's holding these
What are
pants
you
up. and
watching,
he's like-
Corey?
It's Hard Knocks, right?
Yeah. Just,
Oh, Knox. My bad.
Don't. Yeah,
Sorry.
You can Google that, Jeb.
fumble.
So
Yeah.
he goes like, "I'm tired of losing. This pair of pants and all the dirt in this pair of pants represents the shit that we've been losing with." And he unfolds it, and all this dust flies everywhere. And he's like, "See, that's the shit. That's the losing shit. We got to get rid of it if we're going to be good. We're going to be good, man." He always says, "Man."
Wow.
Dan Cable's such a meathead. I love it.
Yeah.
Whenever I watched Hard Knocks, it was hard for me because a lot of it just reminded me of Coach O.
Mhm.
Oh, Lord.
Just PTSD and flashbacks all over the place. It was pretty good.
Yeah, but he's a former NFL player. He gets it, kind of. It's different. Coach O's just a maniac.
Yeah.
But the similarities of like them chugging Red Bull and drinking coffee by the pot, that's about where it stops. But
Yeah. Orgeron used to dip coffee grounds.
Uh,
No
explains
joke.
a lot.
Gross.
That explains a lot.
yeah.
So is that when you started dipping coffee grounds?
No,
Steve?
I did not start dipping coffee grounds. Heck,
Good
I
old
haven't,
Rickenbacker.
I haven't even had a dip since 2018.
Really?
True.
Huh?
Okay.
Old Turkey just decided he was going to quit one day and quit.
What do you? What is that? Cope? You got some coping?
Copen. Yeah.
Some of that Hagen. He got
Yeah.
one in right now. He got a nice little hog in right now.
Got some good stuff here. That's some
Yeah,
good
got that
stuff.
got that Copenhagen, boy.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Anyway, just so we're not
Steve,
here
I can use all my jokes from Steve on Jake now.
Yeah.
Get
There
to
you go.
recycle them. Yes.
You had all those years to perfect them.
There you go.
We've got a trend in college football right now. And that is that college football stadiums are putting on light shows to where it looks like they're that house in the neighborhood that everybody wants to go see because Trans-Siberian Orchestra is playing and the lights are all synced up. And if you look at Twitter, there's a video of South Carolina's news show. And what do y'all think about all of this? Is it a step too far? Should the game just be enough? What do you think of the light show?
It's a show, man. Like
it's
you gotta,
a show.
It's a show. Like you have to. Like fans are not coming to the games anymore. So like, it's a show. It's all part of the show. I don't mind it at all. It just is what it is. It's the WWE-ification of sports. Like you have to. Baseball could use it.
I showed it to Becky. Funny that you said that. I showed it to Becky, and she said that what's next? Is Triple H going to rappel down from the rafters? And
that would be awesome.
Can he?
Bit water out.
Yeah.
Degeneration X is
man, I wish they'd come back. Anyway, so are they going to do this during games, or is this just like a?
I think it was the intro.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
Their Sandstorm intro. They're playing Sandstorm with it. I mean, it looks cool. I'm not gonna lie, it looks freaking cool. The joke is don't show Alabama fans.
Yeah,
they get mad.
Yeah, they stole our
they think
idea.
they stole it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're the first one to ever think of having a light show.
Yeah, the person that put the Trans-Siberian Orchestra on their house 10 years ago gets credit for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a lady that does a haunted house up the street, up on top of the hill. I live in the middle of this big giant hill, and there's a cul-de-sac, and she does like a haunted house, and she decorates every inch of her lawn is decorated.
Nice.
She has this big tent, and like you go in, like we get like 400 trick-or-treaters on Halloween.
Oh, wow.
Like I stay outside for like 2.5 hours. Like we don't even go inside. That's how crazy it is. Like because you can't sit down because there'll be so many people coming to your door. You just sit outside in the driveway and just chill. Last year I was watching the World Series Game 5, which the Braves ultimately lost, but they won the next one, so that's all that matters.
Okay, now let's switch over. Yeah, let's switch out. Josh Heupel tweeted today.
Oh,
yeah, I got to hear this. I didn't hear about this.
He said, "Hear me out. We wear smoky gray jerseys versus Florida and had the fans checkerboard the stadium orange and smoky gray, and have the end zone checkerboards orange and smoky gray as well."
I like the smoky gray uniforms. That might be a little far for me. I really like the orange and white checkerboard.
That's kind of Butch Jones-ish.
Oh.
Don't make a big deal about it. Just.
Oh my goodness! Smoky gray is the same color as that trash can.
It is. Just wear the uniforms. Don't make a big deal about it. I hate that. Just wear them. They look cool. Just wear them.
Yeah. No, I'm happy with them wearing that one game a season or something.
I love alternate uniforms.
Yeah.
But just don't make a freaking huge fake juice deal about them. I guess that's a little a PTSD from my end on the Georgia blackout. Last time we did a public blackout, we got shellacked. It was like 31-0 at halftime.
The Alabama game, they said, why is Georgia wearing black? They're going to a funeral. It's like, oh my goodness. This is over. This is over.
Screwed. All right, I guess I'm gonna get our explicit rating here. I was like, yeah, we're fucked. This is not good.
Well,
this is not good.
We had the really sweet gray uniforms. To wear gray jerseys and gray pants, and we broke them out against Auburn the Cam Newton year. We wore it at Georgia, and we played Alabama in them. And there was like, well, we never won in them. It's like, no joke. Yeah, it's like, what did you expect?
You played a generational talent in Cam Newton. You played Alabama, who's freaking Alabama, and you played at Georgia, who was pretty good that year.
Yeah, it was 2012. It was like, And it's like, we need to get rid of them because we're not winning them. It's like, oh, come on, you didn't give them a chance. Although our uniform set right now is pretty damn cool.
See, you can get rid of Georgia's Power Ranger uniforms that they wore in 2011 against Boise State. It's pretty safe to get rid of those. I want to give those zero chance, but I want to see. Jeb, don't Google this. I want to see the stormtrooper uniforms from Georgia. You know
you want to see the Georgia all whites?
I want to see the Georgia all whites.
Jeb.
Pretty bad.
How did y'all play in helmets that pointed? Oh wait.
Oh.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Man, Jeb, you can leave for the night.
That's all, folks.
Yeah,
we're getting canceled.
I think y'all should have a. I think y'all should have a black helmet. I think y'all should have a white helmet. And y'all should go with the black, red, and white jerseys and just use combination of that. Georgia's got a good strip if you do that.
Dude, the combination we wore against Arkansas in the COVID year, the 40th anniversary of the 1980 team, those pants are awesome.
Yeah.
And recruits still take pictures in them. But we have white pants, black pants, those red pants, and our grays. I can't call them silver breeches anymore because they're not silver. But and then the red, white, and black jerseys.
Mm-hmm.
Just combo it up.
And I think
just don't do red on red. I don't like the red on red. That seems high schoolish.
Yeah, Georgia and the Peach Bowl 2 years when they played Cincinnati, it was a color game, and they wore the black jerseys. Yeah, and they ended up winning that. Jerseys. So
yeah, they had the little spiked collar on the collar.
Hmm.
Those jerseys were outstanding.
See, I'm the only one. I'm the only.
But if they bust out those white helmets, man, I'll be so excited. Win, lose, or draw.
See, I'm the only one on this panel that doesn't have alternate jerseys. Basic.
That is because Alabama put houndstooth on a collar one time in 2007, and the fan base melted down.
I know they did.
Yeah, it was bad.
It was bad.
I don't even know what.
And Nike's like
alternate combination.
No.
Yeah. You know, an alternate combination you could have.
A white helmet.
A white helmet. I mean.
Yeah. Why don't they go back to a white helmet? Do the stormtrooper for a game.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, that's in their tradition.
Mm-hmm.
Just do not make up. If you do anything, just do not make up black.
Right.
I hate it.
They could do crimson pants.
Yeah. Do a crimson out. Of course.
That would look terrible.
Yeah.
That would look terrible.
It would look terrible.
That would look like Kelly Kapowski on, when she'd had that fake tanner on Saved by the Bell and her face turned like maroon. That's what that would look like.
Mm-hmm.
Was that a Saved by the Bell? Do we have a Saved by the Bell reference and a Real Girl reference in the same show?
We do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Damn right we did. That's why it's the best show on the market.
Yeah.
Best show on this side of the Mississippi.
And the other side.
And the other side.
Monochromatic looks suck on any team. The monochromatic I really love is the black on black. Teams that can go black on black. I love that monochromatic look.
I'm an idiot, but I have no idea what that means.
Mono,
one color.
Single,
okay.
Chromatic, colorful.
Yeah.
Single
Auburn
color.
Stormtroopers would be monochromatic.
Tennessee Stormtroopers.
Yeah. I was gonna say we do that all white.
Chromatic. Penn State, when they go Stormtrooper.
Mm-hmm.
Now we can go Stormtrooper.
You can go Stormtrooper.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't have Jackson Dart have the accuracy of a Stormtrooper.
Ooh. Pew, 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 pew.
And we got a Star Wars reference in.
Yeah, we got Star Wars now.
Star Wars, Real Girl, Saved by the Bell. And I think that was
and
before
Office.
the show that y'all were talking about, Dragon Ball Z.
And
Yeah.
The Office. We got
That
an
was
Office
before the
reference in
show.
there too.
That was before the show.
Now I got to find a way to get Beavis and Butthead involved, and we'll call this a day.
You just did.
You just did. There we go.
No. I didn't. There's no reference. I just said the name of the show. That doesn't count.
By the way, do y'all know who Matt Gaetz is?
Who?
Unfortunately.
Matt Gaetz, the congressman from Florida.
That you got to keep kids away from?
Yeah,
Oh, that guy.
yeah. Does he or does
I
he
am
not look
Cornholio.
like? Yeah, he look like.
I need
does he
TP
not
for my
look like?
bunghole.
Does he not look like Butthead?
He's
I have no
that
tip
big
with my
for
butthole.
everything. Yeah.
Luke Bryan looks like Butthead.
I am Bungholio. Oh,
I am Cornholio. I need TP for my bunghole.
okay.
Hey,
think it's-
we was all saying
the
that
giant forehead
a
with the
couple
hair
years
going back.
a couple years ago when there was no TP for anybody's butthole anywhere.
Yeah, really. That's
Yeah, a
the
bunch
time
of
we were all saying
Cornholios.
that, yes.
You know,
Yeah.
we can all make fun of that. That was one of the most fun times ever because you were just calling people. It was like a scavenger hunt. It was like, does Target have it in? No, but Publix might have a roll. And it's like going over, and everybody's freaking out.
I worked
I
with my
mean-
dad. We split up like Dollar Generals in our area and just went different directions and started hitting them all, trying to find anything like
I
that.
mean,
It
you
was-
think Black
ridiculous.
Friday was bad? Whenever we was out of toilet
Oh.
paper, that got bad. I mean, people were fighting over toilet paper.
Yeah, we knew that if we got to Target at Saturday at 8:00, we'd be fine. And we just made a rule that while all that was going on, every time we went out, we got a roll. We got a pack if it was available, and just
By the
started
way-
banking them.
There's a Costco brand. It's like some sort of like their bamboo toilet. It sucks.
Oh.
It's like,
But
you might as well be wiped.
Oh!
Put up. Go.
Ah!
he's
Got
so
it.
fast. How does he do that? I had to reset.
I just bounced back. I guess the internet didn't like me telling you about the toilet paper.
Yeah,
Although
Costco
it
shut you
did,
down.
it did jumpstart an industry that more people need to jump on board with, and that's the bidets. Because that thing's
Oh,
nice.
yeah.
I got to tell you,
Oh my
you use a
gosh!
lot less toilet paper. Hey, it just feels good.
I mean, yeah, that first hit is like heaven.
Lord Jeb.
Yeah. I didn't want it. I didn't want it at first, but
Yeah.
I got used to it real fast.
Can you find us a bidet sponsorship? You'd make a great spokesperson.
Tushy.com. Yes, that's where I ordered mine from. They should be sponsoring us.
Oh,
It feels so good.
the freaking French frog. Oh,
I actually hate traveling now because I'm not gonna have my bidet.
well, unless you go to France.
Well, that's true. If I go to
yeah.
Europe, I'm good. But I hadn't really been to Europe in a long time ever.
You go from a bidet to like the hotel toilet paper. That's good. That's
Yeah.
quite an adjustment.
You know, yeah.
It's
sandpaper.
I probably haven't been to Europe in 19 years, 18 years. Humble brag.
Yeah.
Oh, I lived in Italy.
Yeah. Corey left again.
Yeah.
I'm here.
Corey's
been
net
discussing
net
toilet papers
zero
and
is acting
bidets.
up. Yeah. All right, let's get out of here, Corey.
Let's do it. All right. We are SEC After Dark. We hope you enjoyed. Enjoy the Vandy Hawaii game this weekend. Aloha. It'll be great. Welcome to football. Anchor down. All right. And we hope you enjoy. We'll be back for real next week. We got the first set of real games to talk about. It's going to be a lot of fun. Lots of great matchups. Can't wait. For Steve, Jake, and Jeb, I'm Corey. We are SEC After Dark. You can find us on the Bleav Network and at Y'all's Conference Network. You can find Jake on Tide Talk Live, and if he's still doing Best of the West, you can find me on Illegal Motion, Bleav In Georgia Dawgs, and when we start firing back up with Beast of the East, you can find me there as well. And Steve, Locked On Ole Miss, and whatever else he wants to do. But you can all find us all right here on SEC After Dark. So until next week, have a great weekend, and anchor down.
Roll Tide.
Hotty toddy.
1 week from tomorrow, go Vols.
1 week from tomorrow, go Dogs. It's always go Dogs.
Wait, y'all start on a Thursday?
No.
I was just gonna say 1 week from tomorrow. What the hell?
Tennessee does.
Tennessee does, yeah.
Hey.
We're a week from tomorrow.
It's never too early to say